I offer my humble salutations at the lotus feet of Almighty for providing me an opportunity to be among you. A very good morning to you. My topic of presentation is on the healers of Himachal Himalayas. Voltaire has said that the art of healing is entertaining the patient while the nature cures the disease. And this forms the basis of our healing traditions, our traditional healing systems in Himachal. This is the brief outline of the presentation. Having plentiful bioresources and splendid testimony of traditional knowledge, the northwestern Himalaya is truly a blessed terrain where nature has bestowed its matchless trove to its civilization. Having acted as natural and political barrier for centuries, the Himalaya has nurtured a number of civilizations, communities, and cultures. Himachal, one of the fascinating regions of northwestern Himalaya, has varied climatic conditions which favor floral, faunal, and cultural diversity. The age-old traditional knowledge systems evolved in the mountainous regions have eased the survival of people who are living in the extreme climatic conditions. Maintaining good health by making use of traditional system of medicine is as old as the history of mankind, and people have devised ways and means to mitigate the situations arising out of diseases by using their own methods. And these methods, they vary from one community to another community. But in the secluded mountainous regions, the traditional healing is the only accessible method of healthcare for majority of communities, both rationally as well as economically. The traditional system of medicine, it depends exclusively on the practical experiences and observations which are passed on from one generation to another. And the folk healing practices, these take into account the psychosocial aspects of a problem. The folk medicine, it is lesser codified tradition, but it incorporates healing practices and ideas on healthcare which are confined to a particular group of a society. And this system of medicine is also known as traditional system, alternate system, or indigenous system of medicine. It includes the use of crude medicinal herbs, syrups, decoctions, and infusions, and it is practiced by folk practitioners who make use of local herbs for catering the primary healthcare needs of the communities. Unlike Ayurveda, folk medicine has lesser codified speculative foundations. Customs or traditional rituals rooted in the beliefs of communities formed its basis. There are numerous folk traditions which are linked with curing of snake bite or insect bite, the process of birthing, bone setting, curing of jaundice and herpes. There are healers who make use of healing techniques, but beside a person opts for a healer, there is option of household medicine. It is the first option available with the people before shifting to another measure. And depending on the cause of the disease, it may be natural or ritualistic, or it may include both the aspects. These are some healers from Himachal Himalayas. In Himalayan region, a variety of treatment procedures are advocated in traditional healthcare system, and these include magico-religious or faith healing, where refuge is sought in metaphysical world, and second option is folk herbalism, that is the use of medicated decoctions, paste, powders, and snuffs. There are different categories of healers who are rendering their services in Himalayan region, and this is a brief account of them. Oracles or the mystic healers, then herbalists, conjure who are capable of communicating with the departed souls, then traditional birth attendants. But all the therapists, they do not perform the same function. They have own expertise, they have their own method of diagnosis and medication. For example, an oracle, he can act as a mediator or communicator and has ability to converse with the mystic powers and can diagnose the unexplainable causes of disease. For that purpose, he passes through the elated state and has trance contact with the deity, where he drives the energy to heal. Conjure, on the other hand, he is capable of communicating with the departed soul, which is often invoked to find the answer for unhealthy conditions. The besieged soul explains the cause of unfavorable situation and further directs the resolution to that problem. Herbalists, on the other hand, they are expert in preparing herbal formulations, and traditional birth attendants, they are expert in dealing with obstetric and gynecological problems in the rural areas. First of all, we talk about the household medicine. Household medicine is the first alternate available with the people when they face some disease condition. There are numerous household medicines. For example, for treating acne, the paste of split red lentil seeds is applied on the affected area. For treating the common cold in the infants, hing is applied, which is mixed with the clarified butter and applied to the nails of the infant. Whereas cracked foot heels, they are treated with the help of pine resins. Similarly, heat rashes, they are treated by using the clotted cream of milk. Other procedures, for example, parturition process, it is enhanced by oral administration of ginger powder with milk. Similarly, lactation, it is also improved by giving split lentil seeds. Mumps condition it is the inflammation of parotid glands. It is treated by using warm boiled rice, which are tied behind the ears of the affected person. Similarly, sheep milk is considered good for the mouth ulcers. Though these methods are crude in nature, but they are time tested and are still in use. Then we have folk healers who act as mediators between materialistic and supernatural sphere. In this case, committees have devised perceptions on the cause and cure of elements which took centuries to evolve and are still predominant. People believe that supernatural powers which exist in the form of folk deities, ancestral spirits, and malicious souls, they are as much as part of physical world as of metaphysical world. And even today, the religion play an important role in healing. There are demonic deities, feminine powers, serpent deities, saints, whistling spirits. For example, Lakdata and Peer, they are visited for skin diseases. Gugga, the snake spirit, is visited by the snake bite victims. In addition to this, there are some natural water bodies which are revered for their curative value. For example, Tatapani, Manikaran, and Markand. These are the areas where there are hot water sulfur springs, and they are visited by the people for getting cured for skin diseases. These are some gods and goddesses in the Himachal which are visited for specific diseases. For example, Naina Devi in Bilaspur for good eyesight, Kelo in Chamba, the deity is worshipped by the expectant mother for the protection of fetus and secure delivery. Similarly, Mahunag Devta is in the Mandi district, is prayed for mental problems. These are some other deities. People believe that not only paying due gratitude and reverence to local deities makes them annoyed, and their wrath results in disease. In such a situation, these people, they seek the help of mystic healers. An attempt is made to cure the disease by making use of magico-religious techniques. It involves the invoking of divine power, which intervenes in ruling out the cause of the disease. The steps involved in faith healing is identifying the cause, then tackling with the cause through exorcism, ancestral contentment, and then the people, they shift to herbal medicine. The village gods, they play a significant role in the life of people, and the institution of village gods is not a matter of chance. The people, they visit the local deity and seek the help. The oracle of the deity is the transcriber of deity and relates the powers, wonders, and spells imposed by the deity. And the words of oracle are accepted as the command of the benign form of deity. There are other means of getting rid from diseases. For example, jhada. It is the simplest form of exorcism, which is mainly done for treating the bite of venomous animals, evil eye, and even for mental sickness. In this case, the plant twigs or broom or feathers, they are moved from the head downwards or even over the head in a circular fashion to remove the evil eye. Esoteric word of folk herbalist. The folk herbalists, they are expert in dealing with the problem by making use of plants. For that purpose, they diagnose, and the diagnosis is done, examination of pulse, examination of tongue, nails, hands, iris, and sclera. The drugs or the medicines which they prepare, they make use of the plants, animal products or minerals and salts, and these medicines are in form of tablets, paste, extracts, concoctions, decoctions, inhalers, and powders. And various parts of plants, for example, root, stem, leaf, fruit, etc., are used. Preparation of formulation or medicine, it involves crushing of herbs, homogenizing in water, making of concoction, powdering, latest extraction, sap collection, and so on. While deciding about the dose, the folk herbalists make use of traditional measuring units. For example, for deciding the size, they make use of finger length, pinch for powdered form of preparations, number for leaves, seeds, and number of drops or number of tablespoons for liquid formulations. And the duration of medicine, it depends on the type and degree of infection. In addition to this, they also take into account the age, physical, and mental status of the patient. And the mode of administration, it may be internal or external, and the time of application also varies. It may be early in the morning, before or after the sunrise, or before or it may be late night. In addition to this, they specify some dietary restrictions which are mandatory for a patient to follow. These are some examples which are used for treating, these are some plants which are used for treating skin disorders. For example, neem, kali mirch, haldi. Indian names are given. For curing digestive disorders, the most important ingredients include kala zira, kamal doda, nag kesar, pyaz, lavang, and adrak. Gynecological disorders are also treated by the traditional birth attendants, and they make use of number of plants. For example, for treating infertility, for treating infertility and repeated abortions, they are also they have devised their own method of determining the positioning of the fetus, and they even suggest the use of dried umbilical cord for treating the eye-related problems. And in addition to this, there is Amchi system of medicine, which is practiced in district Kinnaur and Lahaul Spiti of Himachal. This is basically a Tibetan system of medicine, but it has been improvised and evolved as per the needs of the area and availability of the resources. And in this case, one of the important therapy which is done is Dam therapy, where heated gold wire is touched in the specific areas of the skull for treating the epilepsy. There are certain surgical procedures, traditional surgical procedures, which are used for curing diseases. For example, bloodletting, it is done for treating general body aches and inflammation in this procedure. An incision is given in the affected area and the bad blood is removed. Similarly, for treating sciatic pain, the patient leg is tied with rope and then an incision is given between thumb and first finger of the foot to allow bloodletting. This relieves the pain. In addition to this, the people make use of animal fat of bear, goat, or jackal for treating backache, joint pain, and paralysis. There are certain gaps which still remain unfilled and require further research in the area. With the passage of time, the wisdom associated with healing, if not documented, will fade into oblivion. A little has been gathered and a lot has to be collected, analyzed, and interpreted.
Gupta ji, your time is over.
These are some manuscripts which are used by the people for diagnosing the disease, for identifying the problems, for identifying the particular formulations, plant formulation. There is need of identifying the plants and their uses by folk healers and trace their origin in Ayurveda. There is need of linking the traditional wisdom to sound scientific base. Documentation must be done with regard to diseases of domestic animals and curative properties of ethnic foods. There is need of documenting the therapeutic procedures adopted by the tribal communities. There is need of analyzing the role of institution of village courts and social status of folk healers and their role in healing. Ethnobotanical aspects of medicinal plants, their collection and processing can also be undertaken in future. The need of R is to peep into the past and learn the essentialities of health and healthcare systems from our ancestors. Thank you.
This was the last presentation of this session. We are left with some time, so if there are any questions to any of these presenters, you can ask. There were 4 presentations. So
ले गए
Yes, there is one book, Northwestern traditional healing traditions of Northwestern Himalayas. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
ये जो फेथ हीलिंग है, इसको आपने क्लिनिकल ट्रायल पर वैलिडेट करने की कोशिश की है? क्योंकि एनेक्डोटल एविडेंस तो होता है कि फलाने का हीलिंग हो गया, फलाने का हीलिंग हो गया, लेकिन एनेक्डोटल एविडेंस में प्रॉब्लम है कि जो पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट है वो लोग सब सुनाते हैं, जो नेगेटिव है वो नहीं आता। तो क्लिनिकल ट्रायल का मतलब होगा कि आप ब्लाइंड टेस्ट करें, डबल ब्लाइंड क्लिनिकल ट्रायल। तो उससे कुछ हुआ, वो कभी आपने ट्राई किया है?
सर अभी तक तो नहीं कोई एफर्ट ऐसा किया है जी।
तो मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल देना चाहता हूँ। यूएसए में
हाँ जी,
ये जो प्रेयर, इफेक्ट ऑफ प्रेयर ऑन हीलिंग, इसके बारे में साइंटिफिक रिसर्च ये टेम्पल्टन फाउंडेशन वाले करना चाहते थे। तो पहले टेम्पल्टन फाउंडेशन वालों ने कहा कि 3 लोगों को सिलेक्ट किया प्रोजेक्ट के लिए। एक थे हॉस्पिटल इंडिया में, बेंगलोर में, जो साईं बाबा के हॉस्पिटल थे, और 1-2 यूएसए में थे। एक आई थिंक हिंदू ऑर्गेनाइजेशन थी और एक कोई क्रिश्चियन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, ऐसे कुछ था। तो पायलट स्टडी थी कि लोग प्रे करेंगे ड्यूरिंग ओपन हार्ट सर्जरी। और फिर देखेंगे कितनी परसेंटेज इम्प्रूवमेंट है कि जितने भी पेशेंट्स के लिए किया था, और उसके साथ फिर वो स्टडी करेंगे ये स्टैटिस्टिकली सिग्निफिकेंट है कि नहीं सिग्निफिकेंट। तो उन्होंने उसका रिजल्ट से उनको ये प्राप्त हुआ कि ये काफ़ी सिग्निफिकेंट बेनिफिट कई लोगों को हुआ, स्टैटिस्टिकली सिग्निफिकेंट था। तो फिर उन्होंने ज़्यादा लार्ज स्केल के लिए फंडिंग प्राप्त की रिसर्च करने के लिए। तो वहाँ पर फिर वो अब कर रहे हैं ये। तो एक तो कर रहे हैं कि जो लोग प्रे करते हैं वो पास बैठ के प्रे करें या दूर बैठ के प्रे करने से भी फ़ायदा हो सकता है। ये वेरिएबल है, साइंटिफिक वेरिएबल है। एक वेरिएबल ये है कि जो पेशेंट है उसको पता है प्रे कर रहे हैं या उसको ना भी मालूम हो तब भी फ़ायदा हो सकता है। और एक ये भी वेरिएबल है कि वो आस्तिक है नास्तिक है, बिलीव करता है नहीं करता, उसके ऊपर असर पड़ता है कि नहीं पड़ता। और एक और वेरिएबल है, ये डॉक्टर है वो भी एथियस्ट हो जाए तभी भी फ़ायदा हो सकता है पेशेंट को कि नहीं। हाँ, तो मतलब वो साइंटिफिक तरीके से, एनालिटिकल तरीके से, ये वेस्टर्नर्स को आपको मानना पड़ेगा, वो बड़े साइंटिफिक एनालिटिकल तरीके से हमारे ही धर्म को, हमारी टेक्निक को निकाल कर वो फिर पेपर निकालेंगे। पेपर फिर साइंटिफिक जर्नल में आएगा, न्यू इंग्लैंड जर्नल ऑफ मेडिसिन में किसी साल आ जाएगा। फिर वो कहेंगे कि हमने ये डिस्कवर किया है, फिर हम चिल्लाएंगे कि हमने आपको सिखाया था, ठीक है ना। तो फिर ये जो साइंटिफिक रिसर्च हमारे संस्कृति के बारे में है वो हमको करनी चाहिए।
हाँ जी सर।
हाँ।